Welcome back to the center of it all. You know, it used to be called living in sin, but more and more couples are opting to live together and not marry. At least that's the finding of a report by the Center for Disease Control. And Dr. Scott B., a clinical psychologist at the Cleveland Clinic, explains.
Perhaps our culture has become much more accepting of this. Some of the religious taboos are falling away, and I think partly because people understand that relationships are difficult, they're dipping their toes in the water by cohabitating rather than jumping into the deep end and getting married.
The CDC reports the percentage of women ages 15 to 44 who are cohabitating nearly quadrupled from 3% in 1982 to 11% in 2006 to 2010. The number of women who have never married increased from 33% in 1995 to 38%, and the percentage of women reporting they're currently in a first marriage dropped to 36% since 1982. The CDC report also found that nearly 1 in 2 marriages break up within 20 years. Dr. B says people still find it tough to stay committed.
You know, we don't teach much about communication, we don't teach much about commitment, and we don't teach much about acceptance. We get married hoping our partner will change to delight us. We're probably better off if we can negotiate how we can accept one another lastingly, stay committed, and communicate consistently about what's going on within our relationship rather than losing sight of it or being distracted by so many other things in our culture. Dr. B believes that struggling couples can benefit from marriage counseling sessions that can teach better communication skills. And with relationships comes stress. And what a better way to relieve that stress than with yoga. Our Alex Rabb caught up recently with the folks at State College Yoga for a quick lesson.
Yoga, a practice that has been around for thousands of years. A practice that seems to continue to stick around, never fading, but instead gaining popularity. Yoga is the combination of physical, mental, and even spiritual discipline. In its full form, yoga combines physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation. According to the 2007 National Health Interview Survey, yoga is the 6th most commonly used complementary practice among adults. Doug Hayward, owner and instructor of yoga in State College, believes that the physical aspect of yoga is one of the main reasons the majority of people start up the practice.
Mainly it's physical. They come for the physical aspect. It's been kind of like a new wave of fitness that's kind of been growing like a slow flower.
Many people use yoga to maintain their health and well-being, improve physical fitness, reduce and relieve stress, and to enhance the overall quality of life.
I've had people come to it as a result of their doctors telling them that they discovered that their cholesterol count went down. And the doctor asked them, well, why did your cholesterol count go down? And they don't know except that they've been practicing yoga. And the doctor would say, well, then just keep it up.
If you suffer from anxiety, depression, insomnia, even low back pain, yoga can help. Doug has seen many instances to back that theory up. One in particular sticks out in his mind, where a woman and her husband were trying to conceive a child and were having months of trouble.
She had been on a number of different medications that were in an attempt to overcome some stress-related conditions. So she started coming to yoga, and she said that at the beginning. So I says, well, you know, good luck with that, and we'll see what we can do. So she came pretty well, like 3 times a week for 6 months, and gradually the amount of medications that she was on, I think it was maybe 3 or 4, got down to 2, and then 1, and then none, and then at the end of that 6-month period, her and her husband were successful in conceiving a child.
Yoga helps individuals change internally as a result of physical exercise that led to changes in the body.
I think doing yoga, to me, is kind of like taking a bath, but it's a bath on the inside of the body. So, for example, your organs will be cleaner. And everybody knows that a clean organ is a happy organ, so, you know, that's part of it.
Yes, we certainly know that a clean, well-oiled machine runs best. When practicing yoga, you release tension in your muscles, which helps to relax your body. With that, you become more flexible. And flexibility is something that is useful, no matter what age you are.
Well, I think it's amazing, for example, that a person of my age can be teaching 18-year-olds about flexibility. That's kind of cool.
Yoga seems to have the ability to increase efficiency in one's body. with a combination of physical and mental relaxation alongside flexibility. But another aspect of yoga is called pratyahara.
And it's being able to do without, not from a standpoint of you deliberately do without, but that you don't get caught up in the need for things. You become more, or I should say better yet, the want of things. You get more aware of what you need as opposed to what you want. There becomes a distinction, a delineation between needs and wants.
Doug believes that all of these aspects drive people to continue to practice yoga. Some get a taste to see what the buzz is all about, but for others,
You get this sense that there's something different about this practice that is not similar to some other forms of physical exercise. And that would be that something wakes up within you, that there's a discovery made, and then you get curious as to what that is that woke up, and then you want to develop that.
so if you want to develop yourself, be it physically or mentally, or even both, be sure to check out State College Yoga. But remember, there are plenty of studios all across the Centre County region that offers yoga in various forms. For the center of it all, I'm Alex Rabb. Namaste.
Thanks, Alex. So far, we've been to the farmer's market, we've worked on our personal relationships, and we hit a yoga class. I think it's time to eat. And coming up next, Mel cooks up some sweet heat.
Strawberries aren't just for dessert. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a spicy, sweet and savory strawberry sauce. And I'm going to be putting it on top of my grilled chicken, Vidalia onion, black bean, and queso fresco quesadillas.